Go. Socks, box, shirt, alert. It's 9:30. Future me, virtual me. What up? Alright, so how y'all doing? How y'all doing? I got okay amount of sleep. Like a solid 5 to 6 hours. In a chunk. Like I said, if I get more than 4 hours, especially if you get like 5 or 6 in a chunk, it's pretty satisfying now. Anyways, I'm still trying to like get the money I want to get to form the LLC, file the paperwork. Like I said, my dad just died yesterday. From when I got the call, it was probably sometime in the night. And since I'm trying to get the money I need for that, you know, it's like sometimes I'd really like to be like Trump, a guy, and I'm not trying to make this political, because it's not just Trump, it's basically all the Republicans and every businessman ever. I'm not talking about small business owners, basically. I'm just talking about the businessman. You know, the guy in a suit in the corporate office on the 60th floor. The CEO. The one that got shot. You know, that kind of archetypical Lex Luthor kind of person. Well, because I've been thinking if I wanted to, I could probably use death to get the money somehow. You know, from some way around here. I'm not going to say how I come up with it, because it's already in it. I came up with multiple things in my head, but I don't know. I'm not going to pull the trigger on it. It's just life is so much easier when you're willing to follow through on being an unscrupulous cologne selling fuckhead. I already talked about that. Oh, Gary's Economics just went back online. He's a guy in the UK. He talks about wealth inequality, and he's like, yeah, it's all over the world. It's in multiple. It's in many countries all over the world. Billionaires and millionaires, multimillionaires. Not just like a person whose wealth is like, wealth, assets, that sort of thing, is over $1 million. Because that's not really uncommon nowadays. You don't really have to be earning that. I mean, like a plumber can have assets over $1 million after only working a few years. Just the average plumber, not even really, a plumber working for a plumbing business, not owning his own business. Plumber, electrician, just a few years. I'm talking assets minus debt too. Like, it's not hard these days. Asset to debt ratio, or whatever the fuck they call it. Economists. I'm talking about like millionaire in terms of like 10 million and higher, that sort of millionaire. With an income of like 70,000 a year or higher. Because to me, 70,000, that's pretty good. I mean, unless you're living in like fucking New York City and stuff. But, those kinds of areas are the exception. Whenever I talk about income and wealth and shit, I don't even want, if anybody watches my videos and I'm talking about shit like income and wealth and bullshit, and I spit out numbers, all right? And you live in one of those places where the cost of living is fucking weird. It's wickedly high. And you're like, my monthly rent on my 1-bedroom apartment is like $4,000 a month. And I'm like, yeah, move. I don't care if your family's there. Get the fuck out of there. Like, it's obviously too expensive. Everybody in that city needs to move. Well, where am I going to get a good piece of pizza? Anywhere. It's called Domino's. Change your fucking standards. $4,000 is just too fucking much. That city needs to fucking, be like, yeah, fuck it, I'm out. Everybody in that city needs to be like, sorry, this is too fucking expensive. I'm fucking leaving. It was good. It was a good while it lasted. We had a good run, but fuck this, I'm out. People need to start leaving this motherfucker and be like, yeah, I'm fucking gone. I'll come back to visit once a year, but I'm fucking out. And like 1,000 people need to go somewhere and build an apartment building on the cheap and be like, we're living here. Because all of you got that money fucking saved up, and you can build your own apartment building that you own and live there on the cheap. And it's your apartment building. And you live there for 30 years. And be like, this is our fucking place. You don't sell it. It's not an investment. It's your fucking place. You'd be like, oh my God. in New York, this would have cost me $4,000. I own it. The property taxes are shit, so yeah, there's no pizza except for that Domino's, but hey, you know how to make pizza. You know how to do this, you know how to do that. Yeah, it's fucking, yeah. Build our own place, and because, we're us, we're making a conscious decision to not fucking charge fucking dick prices for everything. Because we're not fucking horrible corporations. We're gonna do like the pioneers did. Form a collective and fucking move out to Montana in a group of 1,000 people and just be like, this is our new city. Fuck this fucking place. New York. Boom. In Montana. Sure, it's cold as shit. But you know what? Modern technology doesn't give a fuck. Modern technology is just like, yeah, fuck cold as shit. Snow, yeah, we don't give a fuck. All those Montanans will be like, man, I like people from New York, or whatever their accent is. God damn fucking New Yorkers. Changing our lifestyle. Yeah, well, they brought all their money here and stuff, so, what are you gonna do? Now there's a good pizza place and a good generational Italian, I don't know, whatever the fuck Italian pastrami fucking thing places. Whatever those fucking things are. Yeah, yep. You don't have to live in those big ass cities that are crowded and fucking accept those fucking ridiculous rents. I just need to get a fucking find a way to goddamn get that fucking money. Wait, my shitty cheap ass computer. Can you believe you can buy a working fucking PC desktop? Well, I'm gonna see how working it is. It's refurbished for under $100 these days. That'd be inconceivable. Even like 10 years ago, to buy one that had those stats that I bought this one. So we'll see. We'll see how good it is when it comes. What its capabilities are. What are we gonna do, Jew? yeah, I got all the other shit from, the other one. I don't even know what went wrong. I'm guessing it's the power supply, because fucking electricity around here. That's what I'm worried about. Sometimes the damn electricity around here will just like do that. Oh, good. The electricity went out for like a half a second, which of course cuts the damn computer off for half a second because it's desktop, which makes me be like, should I have bought a laptop? Because laptops are kind of immune to that, which is a good thing about laptops. I don't know why they didn't kind of have that function with desktops. I don't know, maybe they started doing that with desktops. They should have. A desktop should be able to at least handle a, 5-second disruption in the power supply before it causes a fucking shutdown, a whatever that is, where it's just like, bing. It's like, oh great, now you just probably fucked shit up. Have a whatever that is, a capacitor in it or something that is like a power buffer backup thing. I don't know I don't know if a capacitor is the right word for that, but just it doesn't need to be big like in a laptop. It just needs to be just big enough to prevent that few seconds of power interruption. Just a teensy weensy little one. I don't like laptops. I don't like them. They're small and they're just like they overheat. The screen is just not big enough. I like having a big screen. I'm still waiting for like I don't know exactly how to describe it, but it's like for phones especially. the like I call them like unfurlable phones and like screens. So it'd be because they have phones that fold, but it's like a phone that you would unfurl it like a sail on a old-fashioned sailing ship. So you would just roll it up and unroll the screen. So it'd be just, the screen would just be thin. It'd be like a thin film, kind of, I don't know, a plastic or something like that. And then the image would be upwardly projected onto it or something. I don't know how you get the image on it. Upward projected, or I suppose you could, and instead of making it plastic, you could make it of, millions of like liquid crystals contained inside 2 layers of polyethylene film or something like that. That would then be able to be rolled up. And then, it would be able to be bigger than the phone, a lot bigger. Almost the size of the size of a laptop, or the size of that screen right there. This. And you'd be able to take it pretty much anywhere, because it'd be, size of, well, it'd be like a tube, like a rolled up poster. And you can just carry it with you wherever you go. Roll it up and put it in your backpack, or put it down your pants, and you'd be like, damn, that dude is loaded. Like, oh yeah. I am slanging pipe. Be so rude. Oh shit. Damn. Why you gotta be so rude? Fucker. What are we gonna do today, fellas? Should I go take a nap? Churches are getting ready to meet. We got a lot of club meetings going on today. It is Sunday, isn't it? Some of them have hats. Some of them have jewelry. Some of them are just wearing fancy clothes. And all of them, yes, all of them have a special clubhouse that they go to. And they love, they pay taxes. They never bitch about paying taxes to their club. I have no idea where those taxes go, but they pay taxes to their club. I wonder if they ever tabulate of each person, any of the persons, week on week, tabulates their individual contribution. I don't think they want to know how much they're paying for their soul. I don't think you want to think about it. You know, what do I got? It's 27 minutes. I always like to say with a caveat, if Jesus was a real man, and if the guy ever conceived that the things that he said were going to become a church, I wonder if the dude that flipped over the money changer tables how he would appreciate the funding heaven prospect. I think it's a valid question to ask. Because you have to ask these questions if you're going to be a person of faith. You know, the questions that they don't want you to ask. Not the questions that they want you to ask when you're going to Bible study. You have to ask the questions they don't want you to ask. Because when it comes to government, you always need to ask government the questions they don't want you to ask. You got to ask every person in power the questions they don't want you to ask. Mr. Trump, what was your golf score last week? That was a total of 16 under par. Wow, that was really good. What war are you going to start next week? I don't like that question. You need to not come back. That's the difference between ball washing and ball blowing out of the water. Maybe you should start learning how to do the difficult in your church. It'll prepare you for life. Unless, of course, you want to do the difficult stuff in school. Some teachers actually do that. Many more than pastors do that, or Bible study people do that. I don't know. Some parents do it too. Gotta find it where you can find it. Take advantage of it where you can take advantage of it. It was good talking to you, Towley and Twirly. Boobs out.